Okay. All right. We good?
Here we go. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang.
Hey, first of all, before we get started, let me say, you motherfuckers ain't gonna finna keep making fun of me over there. You know, Juicy J.
Yo, shut up, yo, shut up. Hey, hold on, with that 2 minutes, dang, we ain't gonna get paid. Nigga. Damn.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna keep making fun of me over there.
Dang, yo. Dang,
man, listen, that was hilarious, man.
Man, he threw that water ball and the whole thing.
I couldn't tell what it was at first. I was like, who said he threw?
I think it was a
bottle.
But
it was a bottle. It ended up being a bottle.
Yeah,
right. That was a dog, man.
I was like, dang,
right. Well, welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is your man, Kurt, and this is
Howie,
the boss of all bosses right here, man.
the boss of all bosses.
What's up, R2G2? I see you out
in
there,
the
man.
house. In the house.
We appreciate you, bro. Every time, man. We appreciate you.
That dude's doing so much things. Man, I just want you to know.
Yeah, he's doing big things.
Yeah,
man.
you're an inspiration to me, man. To keep doing what you do, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man.
People watching you.
Yeah.
That's for real.
Absolutely.
People are watching you, man.
So yeah, this is episode 187. So it goes 187 on the undercover count.
G.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta mix that Snoop with that MC8.
Yeah. You gotta mix it up. What's West, y'all?
Yes, sir. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But how was your week this week?
Man, it was a little crazy, but you know what I'm saying? We made it through, man.
Made it through.
You know, real quick, I know we're gonna do the birthdays, but today is my mother-in-law's birthday. So happy birthday, mother-in-law.
Happy birthday, mom-in-law.
Yeah. That's her birthday today. Also, my brother-in-law, you know, in quotation, because the reason I'm doing that, I'm not saying because it's not official yet, but you know,
right?
That's how we do.
Yeah. We claim
it. We already claimed it. We claimed it. But his birthday is December 7th, so I just want to do that.
Okay. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Yep.
Your brother-in-law.
So I just want to, show my love and stuff, because they really helped me out, this week.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. How was your week?
My week was good. I can't complain. It went by pretty fast, just standard work, hopefully, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of looking around, for something different, but they pay pretty good where I'm at, so I'm gonna stay there until I find something else. But
that's how it goes, man.
Y'all know how that goes.
That's how it goes.
But yeah, it was a good week. I can't complain, the bills managed somehow to get paid, so hey, it is what it is. But yeah, just a standard week for me, nothing too special. Oh, you know what? I know what it was. I know what I wanted to do. I told y'all I got some new glasses. Okay. And I forgot. I put them up. Oh yeah, they're over here. Matter of fact, I got two things I need to show y'all.
All right. So, like, show and tell, Nick. Show and tell.
I got the book to show you.
Okay. He got my man got the, what I'm saying, like the Harvard, the little,
the Harvard,
sophisticated, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? When you centralize, principize, identifies, you realize.
You gotta hit the
Malcolm joint. Oh, yo, this man got the CL, this shit. Yo, the joint got the joint dates.
I had to step it up a little bit. But yeah, so those are the glasses, a little bit of insulation, but I'm thinking about switching them for a different type. I don't know. Most people say they look okay, but I don't know. I keep feeling like they like too small or something. Like they should be a little bit bigger.
No. Let me tell you something. Because real technically, I have like a slight astigmatism.
Okay.
I went to when I was in Job Corps. They gave me some glasses to wear to correct it. These are big ass coat frame motherfuckers. I was like, you know what? I ain't wearing these shit. I'd rather be blind.
Stigmatism ain't no joke.
Yeah, I know, but I see pretty well.
Yeah, I know a lot of people deal with it.
Yeah, I see pretty well actually.
But yeah, if yours is just slight, then that's probably why.
It's one of my eyes. I can't remember. I don't know if it's left or right. You gotta take a picture, but one of my eyes are lazy.
Okay.
So and that might play some part. I don't know. I'm not an eye doctor.
Right.
But anyway, show me the book.
Yeah, man. The other thing I want to show y'all, got my boy Raekwon's book.
Chef.
Yes, sir.
Staircase
to Stage. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, the bookmark, I already been reading it, so you know.
Swayze. You know what I'm
look at the back cover. You know what I mean? My man doing his thing on the back cover. You know.
Swayze. You know what I'm saying?
He was actually supposed to be here today. They're supposed to be doing a show here. I had sent you a post like months ago. Okay. It's called the 3 Chambers Tour. It's Raekwon, Ghost, and GZA.
Okay.
It's called the 3 Chambers Tour, but for some reason at the last minute it got postponed. So I've been kind of keeping up with it. So,
have they done? I mean, I know have they done a project together? Because I know Raekwon, Ghost, and Meth they did a project together. But I would really be interested, especially with GZA's wordplay. God.
Yeah. What they're doing, I think they were the 3 of them were just doing songs from certain albums. Like Ghost was just doing Supreme Clientele songs. GZA was just doing, I think, Liquid Sword songs or something like that, and Ray was just doing one of his specific albums. So it wasn't like a whole spectrum of Wu songs. Just they wanted to kind of do those specific albums. So,
okay.
Which is still dope, you know what I mean? Because I mean, 3 people from Wu, you know what I mean, and you can't beat that, especially when you get Ghost and Ray together.
I mean, come on, man.
So yeah, man. I'm loving the book so far. Shout out to Raekwon. He's doing his thing with that. He goes right in, you know, from how he grew up. He's actually found out he was born in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew that he actually lived in Queens for a bit, far Rockaway and all that.
Yep. I didn't know where he was born. I knew he wasn't born in Staten Island because he kind of said it on what was it, Cream, I think. Then we moved to Shaolin Land. But I didn't know where he was actually from or born at. But yeah, I think it was Brownsville. So anyway, the book is great so far. You know what I mean? I love to read, so you know I'm always buying books, man. So you know. Anyway, before we go too far, man, we definitely want to send some condolences and rest in peace to a couple of people that were lost. We got my man Virgil Abloh. He was the fashion icon for Louis Vuitton, doing big things, man. Almost every like entertainer, rapper, singer, all of them, man, say they got stuff from him. And also Jacqueline Avant, the wife of Clarence Avant. Yeah, man. The Black Godfather, man. Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't know, man. I feel like that case may be like, I wonder if it's like just some stupid person. Because I think they said the guy shot himself in the foot and then he wound up getting caught because he was trying to rob somebody else on the same night and trying to hop a fence or something and shot himself in the foot. So they got him. It seemed like he was just kind of some dumb, you know, young guy, you know, like just not even thinking, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Have you heard anything else about that?
Man, I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm gonna let that breathe.
Yeah.
I am not gonna comment on
it. It's a crazy story, man. It's a crazy story. I mean, I don't know what to think about it either, man. Yeah, but, you know, hopefully we'll see some justice. That's
yeah. I think they got him.
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah, they got him.
That's how he got caught. He shot himself in the foot.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere once you do that, bro. You gotta lay down for a minute.
Your arms might better be strong.
Right.
Better be able to crawl at 7 miles per hour.
Well, being able to say get down or lay down. Yeah. So yeah, man. Let's go ahead and just give both of them a moment of silence just to pay our respects. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us, man.
Yeah, we apologize for the long motorcycle.
Right. If y'all heard that, it's a motorcycle going by in the background.
Yeah, so
we doing this by a racetrack. So, but yeah, man. I really, it just embraced my heart also about Virgil Abloh because he was only, I believe, 41 and he passed away from cancer. So it's like, man, we gotta be careful, man, because cancer is taking a lot of us out, man.
All types of health issues.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to do better.
Yeah,
it can be a little struggle sometimes with things, but
yeah, definitely a struggle, man.
Yeah,
definitely a struggle.
You can look at me, John. I'm struggling.
So we all gotta be careful, man. And I'm trying to do a little bit better each week, man. That's all you can do is try to get a little better each day, each week, all that.
Sir.
So let's go ahead and jump into our question of the day. You had a question of the day for us today. So what was your question of the day?
Are black people the most dangerous people in America?
Okay. Are black people the most dangerous people in America? So tell us where you got that from.
So according to Candace Owens, who went on Fox News to, I think,
was it Fucker Carlson?
Fucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think some things Tucker talk about, he be on point about. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, he do have some regret that's like, like you can tell like he's leaning towards certain bias. But I will say this though, like, her to come up and say that black people are the most dangerous people in America, just because this black man and I think it was even in Oregon or whatnot. Let me see if I can
ran over all those people in the parade or whatever it was.
Yeah,
because of him, she said all black people are the most dangerous.
they're the most dangerous, and then they were saying really statistically, they're not. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, don't even come close.
Not even close.
Shoot, man. Don't even come close.
We no matter what happened to us, we don't shoot up no schools. You know what I mean? If we got beef with you.
Well, I mean, we had that one school shoot.
Yeah, I mean,
one.
And
that was like recent.
Out of all the ones,
one.
We don't typically do stuff like that.
We don't shoot up the workplace.
We got beef with you, we're gonna hit you up after school.
Yeah,
we're gonna be waiting outside like we got you now.
Yeah, because that's how we do, man. We don't put our business out there like on Front Street like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oregon.
But them laws, man. Shooting up schools. I mean, that's crazy, man. So the guy, I can't remember his name, but I know you're talking about. He ran over a crowd of people. That was outside.
Oregon.
It was like in a parade.
Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
B-E-N-D. Let me see.
And
or maybe not.
I think it was about his girlfriend or something like that. He was trying to mow her down. So I think he did actually get her.
Dang,
he got a bunch of other people.
See. He was trying to get. You know what I'm saying? My man's. Okay, so let me see here where it says. I apologize.
No, you're good, man.
So
it's a
Waukesha Christmas Parade. I don't know about that is Waukesha Parade. Darrell Brooks Jr., African American, who was previously released from jail for inappropriate, after reported running over the mother of his child with a car. He has openly talked about using a vehicle to kill people and posted anti-white racism on social media.
You know what I also heard was funny? One of the headlines I saw when this first came out, they said, "Failed rapper mows a bunch of people down."
Wow.
Failed rapper. Yeah.
So they were basically calling him.
You know what I mean? It's like they basically that's what they were doing. It's like not only were you basically calling him the N-word, but basically you were also stereotyping rappers like, if y'all failed rappers get mad and want to just kill people. You know what I mean? Just putting us in that kind of that box. But then we got the little kid who shot up this Michigan school You don't see no things about him.
You don't hear nothing about that.
Did you notice they put up a baby picture of him? They put up a
like something from the seventh grade.
Yeah, like when he was like 9 or 10 years old, they put up that picture. He don't look nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, he is not that age anymore. It was like they were trying to gain sympathy for this kid. You know? Because that's what they do. You know what I mean? This is no jab at all white people, but when it's one of them, it's always we should have compassion for him. Oh. He needs help. He just needs therapy.
We failed him.
Right.
We failed him.
Right.
Oh my God.
But when it's one of us, he's a failed rapper.
You should have known the law. You know you should follow the law. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that Michigan joint too, man, in a little while.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, so he this dude, man, he messed up, man. Driving through a parade of people just to get this one shit.
But still, even with that, like for instance, like you said, he tried to get the person he was mad at.
Right.
He didn't go out them people died.
Yeah. He was basically like, I want her, but whoever get in the way of that, they might just get her too.
Condolence to the families and stuff. I don't want to make light of that, but that's what I'm saying. So how are we violent?
Yeah.
We ain't running up here in neighborhoods and taking over neighborhoods,
right?
White neighborhoods and kicking them out the house and say, this is our house now.
Right.
We ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
We ain't coming up there stopping white people and, telling them to come up here and like show your papers.
Right.
And like, let me fill your jumps. We ain't doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how are we the most violent people? I mean, and don't get me wrong, there's some bad apples in every group. In every group, there's bad apples.
Yeah.
But we far from it.
Far from it, man.
We're far from it.
It is what it is, man. They always gonna do that.
Oh, dang.
Is it doing that flip flop thing again?
It's just like,
same flip flop, man.
It's like
all the time. Right.
Yeah, we might want to get off there now. They get mad.
Right.
They get mad. Shut it down. Shut it down.
They always send a warning shot in the middle of the podcast. Like, hey,
shut it down now.
Don't think we can't just push a button.
Well, yeah, we can tap you, nigga.
You know?
Tap you.
Turn
your TV. Get your snot box.
Oh, man.
All right.
But yeah, that's our question of the day. You know what I mean? As far as this dude goes, man. I mean, do y'all really think black people are the most dangerous people in the world? I doubt it. I've witnessed some horrific stuff in my life, and it didn't come from us. You know, we some scary people.
Now, as far as the dangerous black person, yeah, it'd be Candace Owens.
Yeah. Now that's dangerous, right there.
I'll tell you what.
The rhetoric.
Yeah, the rhetoric. Well, this is the thing too, and we're gonna get off that because I know we gotta get on the birthdays and stuff.
Yeah.
But even white people would say like, I can't trust Candace.
Right.
And the reason being is like, okay, you're going to that far to live to sell out your people.
Your own people.
Your own
what you
people.
do to us?
Facts. Exactly.
I mean, what would you do to us?
Exactly. Because that's the thing. Like if you're doing that to your own, you can't be trusted. Because at least even the people that's oppressing you, they do respect you if you fight for your people. They do respect you. Exactly. They may not like it, but they do respect you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to drop that point.
Yeah, man, she is dangerous though, man. Yeah. I mean, I've never really. I mean, I have respect for her because she's a smart woman, so she knows a lot. But some of the stuff she say, man, I don't understand where it comes from. I'm like,
the check?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Who paying you? You know what I mean? Shut up.
I'm saying,
if y'all hear the noise in the background, it's my old dog. She like 80 in dog years, so she's kind of losing it. Anyway. Let's jump on some birthdays real quick.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you good.
Go ahead.
So on December 2nd, we had my man Action Bronson. We just kind of talked about him last week, how he got into the joint with Ghostface. And Ghost had to put him in his place a little bit, He said, Ghost ain't rapping like this no more. His birthday was December 2nd. Also, on December 2nd, he shares a birthday with Tretch of Naughty by Nature. Happy birthday to both of them. on December 3rd, which was yesterday, we got my man who's taking over the rap industry, Little Baby. And also yesterday we had Trina. So happy birthday to both of them.
All right.
Today, on the 4th, we got Hove. You know what I mean? The Rock, baby. It's the Rock.
Sean Carter, Rockefeller, y'all.
You know?
I can't do it, Jason.
But
man, I had a dream about him last night. Well, not last night, but the other night. Well, not about him. He was in the dream. Yeah, I'm about to say Paul. Let me rephrase that. He was in the dream. I'll tell you here after the.
I told y'all, man, we might be getting some
yo, yeah, nah.
Good.
First of all, nah. Yeah, salute to Beyonce waking up to that. Go ahead.
But anyway, so today is Jay-Z's birthday, and also today is my man Master Ace, one of my favorite rappers.
Music man.
Yes, sir. So happy birthday to both of them. Coming up tomorrow on the 5th, my man Nature from Queens. He's been in and out of the rap game. I don't know if he's still doing music.
I was about to ask you
for a while. Yeah. But I'm sure he's still out there somewhere. Coming up on the 6th, we got my man A Boogie with the hoodie. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to him.
I like that dude, man.
Yeah,
he got a cool style. I really respect that.
Coming up on the 7th, we got my man Mr. Porter from D12. Happy birthday to him. Coming up on the 8th, we got my man Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace to him.
This year Halloween fell on the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it did.
It sure did. Also coming up on the same day as Bushwick Bill, and Nicki Minaj. Happy birthday to both of them. As well as Easy Mo B, producer extraordinaire. And then coming up on the 9th, my man Cannabis.
I'm gonna tell the world the truth. You don't want me to shine. You let your vocals right after mine. That's a dick move. Something the homo rapper can do. So you when you saying you platinum, you only dropping clues.
Now watch me rip the tap.
Come on. I do that. Yeah, I do him very well. Yeah. It's my Cannabis, yo.
Also, one more happy birthday. I got a nephew, my nephew D. His birthday is coming up in the next couple of days. So happy birthday to him too.
All right.
So yeah, let's give him all a round of applause. You know what I mean? Okay.
So my dream of Jay-Z, it was weird. So me, Brittany was there.
Okay.
Brittany was sitting on the sidewalk. It was weird. So me, Jay-Z, Brittany, and Kanye West.
Wow.
It was weird.
Wow.
And I was sitting there, I'm just listening. We were sitting like at a table, about like this.
Sunday service, maybe?
Nah, I don't know. Sitting on this table and sitting at the table. And they would kind of just conversing back and forth. Like Brittany was asking questions. She was sitting beside Kanye. When, she was asking questions. And then they were just conversating with each other and whatnot. I asked one question. I said, "Hey man, do you get nervous about anything?" Then Jay-Z comes and attacks me.
Wow!
Like he turned into this like white thing and attacked me, and I had like sleep paralysis.
Wow!
And I woke up.
That ain't no joke, man. That sleep paralysis is scary too, man. Because you can't move. You know what I mean? It's like you just stuck.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, man. So,
that was a crazy dream. I don't know why, because I'm not really that much of a fan of Jay-Z. Like, right. What I'm saying? I respect him as far as like what he did and how he moved and stuff, but I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that.
Make sure you mention my birthday, boy.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, but it was just weird. Like that was a weird dream.
I'm gonna put a diamond over your eye.
No, you ain't diamond.
But yeah, that is a weird dream, man. I don't know. I feel like there's something behind that. Like it was trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's an interesting one. But and it's hard, man, because I've had weird dreams like that before. But nowadays, with so many phony people, it's like you can't really say. I know a specialist who knows about dreams and can really interpret. Yeah. You don't know who the fuck is fake and who's real nowadays. You know what I mean?
Joseph with that technical that coat, man, yourself, son.
Yeah, man.
I mean, to the dreams and stuff, man. Chosen, yeah, Nick.
But yeah, man, that is very interesting. I've I've had dreams about Beyonce before. They were on a different level, but you know, she was there.
Dang.
And she was there.
You woke up with it. Oh.
Nah, but anyway, I guess we can go ahead and move on to some new music and whatnot. We got a couple of joints to talk about. One of my favorite up and coming female artists, Tierra Whack, she is releasing a new EP called Rap. You know what I mean? Because she got bars, man. Y'all better not sleep on Tierra Whack. She don't get enough credit, so definitely want to be looking out for that joint. My man Corday, he just released a joint with Lil Wayne called Sinister. Man, they both go in on that. I love Corday. He's also one of my favorite new generation rappers as well. So then my man K Slater, Drama King. You know, he always keep me going. So he got a new joint out called The Jungle. They got a few artists on it. He got some West Coast people on there, Snoop, Too Short. Okay. But he also got Chic Luch on there. Okay. So yeah.
That's interesting.
The Jungle is dope. And he's got a new album he's about to drop called The Soul Controller. So yeah, look out for that, man.
Yeah, I have to give it to K Slade, man. I like what he's doing as far as like, I think he's trying to bring it back to how it used to be for a little bit, as far as like you work with different artists. Like one thing about like the 90s, man, you had different like people you wouldn't think that would work together actually work together. Like they had like Keith Murray, Lord Jamal, UGK, like on certain tracks. So it's like it's really good to see, that type of him putting that together. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think he should get a little bit more credit than DJ Khaled, and that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, definitely. He's been around longer too. I mean, he always trying to do it. You could tell it's all about the culture with K Slade, man. Like I really just want to represent the purest form of hip hop for the culture. Now, Khaled, he always represents, but Khaled, I think he does it for the culture, but he also, Khaled's like, if I got to do some pop stuff, I'm gonna do some pop stuff because I want to make this money, get this bread, So Khaled,
which is fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I just think as far as like the, like you're saying, like the authenticity, of it. Yeah, like actually getting, they probably like they're telling like, oh, he'll get people that you didn't think they would work together. Right. It's just like, how come we can't? K Slade been doing it.
Absolutely, man. And so I'm definitely going to be checking this one out. So also, I just want to remind y'all, another person who does it big for the culture is my man Bumpy Knuckles, a.k.a. Freddy Fox. Yep, he just dropped a new joint too. I told you about it, called Produced by Bumpy Knuckles Volume 1. And he's been promoting that, so it's doing good. And he's one of those that always tries to give you that boom bap, that punch you in your face type rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to try to check out the Pop Duke thing.
Duke album. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with Freddy Fox. So Bumpy Knuckles, man. Y'all need to go check that out. So that's out right now. And also, the joint that I told you about last week is out too. Havoc and Prodigy. I mean Havoc and
Styles P.
Rest in peace, Prodigy. Yeah. P been on my mind a lot lately. I think that's why. You know what I mean? So man.
See, me having a dream of Jay-Z.
Yeah, man.
P, something happened. Something crazy happened.
Hip hop, man.
Something about
spirit of hip hop.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man. That's definitely some good music for y'all to look out for. Let's oh, you know what? My man Raekwon said he's working on a new album. I can't remember the name of it. He said it on an interview because he's been trying to promote the book that I got. And he said he got a new album. I'm trying to think of what the name of it was because I didn't even know that he was working on it. And he was like, yeah, I'm about to drop this. I think it was something with an S, I want to say, but my apologies, you know what I mean? But yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some topics.
Yep.
All right. So you said there's a blizzard going on in Hawaii. What the hell, man?
In Hawaii.
What the hell is going on in Hawaii?
So,
a blizzard?
First of all, I want to shout out Lisa Cabrera. Because I usually listen to her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And first, she was talking about the headlines. So I just wanted to kind of double check to make sure. I mean, I'm not saying that she would, you know what I'm saying, lie, but you know, you gotta check your sources.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, basically, if you look at this picture here, this is Hawaii. This
I ain't never
is
seen Hawaii so white.
Yeah, this is a still image from the time-lapse video of snow at the Maui Key Summit in Hawaii on Wednesday. So the blizzard's in effect for Hawaii's Big Island mountain.
Wow.
And it's 12 inches of snow and it's expected to fall.
Dang.
With winds of 100 miles the gust. And
wow, it is 100 miles?
Yeah, so this is going to stay in place till at least early Sunday morning.
Okay.
So it's crazy. So it's hot here.
Right.
Like it's
like hot as hell where we should be colder.
Yeah, and 80 in the
breeze.
breeze.
Should be hotter.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like volcanic ash blizzard. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta hear in Hawaii. Not no. So that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, hey, y'all better know, man. I'm telling you, this global warming, and I mean, we getting close to the end.
Dude, yeah. But I tell you one thing. I ain't trying to make this a religious show, but let's get right.
Right.
Let's get right. Well, I'm telling you,
get right.
You better do whoever you worship.
I'm telling you,
I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, you know,
right?
Because you know people gonna choose what they want to choose. But whoever you worship, you better get right with them now.
Exactly.
Something about to go on.
So yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Hawaii dealing with a blizzard, man. So y'all, we're gonna keep y'all updated on that. Yep, if y'all have any updates, let us know as well. Yep. Want to give a shout out and rest in peace to Young Dolph. They are naming a street after him in Memphis, so that's kind of dope. You know what I mean? You know, they say he did a lot for Memphis, and you know, I have to be honest, I didn't keep up with him enough. But from all the footage and things I've seen, I think he was really a stand-up dude. You know what I mean? He seemed like a real stand-up dude, and you know, he tried to represent for the city. So I really like that about him. So rest in peace. Yeah. And that street is supposed to be happening sometime in mid-December. So probably the next couple of weeks we'll see it.
All right.
So also want to remind y'all to check out the Nas Podcast. It's called The Bridge, and it says celebrating 50 years, you know what I mean, of hip hop. So definitely go check that out. I was saying to Howie, he did an interview with 3 6 Mafia, but I was wrong. It's actually just Juicy J he did the interview. Okay. So yeah, it's just part of 3 6 Mafia, but said he's also done Mary J. Blige, he's done Corday, and a couple other people. So, you know, it's going good. You know, I like that, man. Nas is doing his thing.
Yeah, I think everybody's trying to get in this podcast world. And don't forget, after you listen to Nas podcast, come on over to us.
Exactly.
I mean, you know,
we here. We right where Nas is at. We on Spotify.
Yeah, we on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? We on deck, man.
Right. Go back and forth and hear us, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Follow us on there. Don't forget, hit all the buttons, man. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate that. Yeah, man. But I'm glad that Nas is doing that, because, you know, it's always good to hear from him when he's not doing music. You know, you always kind of want to know what he's up to. You know what I mean? He's just an interesting person for me. You know what I mean?
It's Jay-Z gonna do the podcast?
Right. It's the whole podcast, you know, the Rock, you know, just looking through the Diamond podcast.
I don't know. I don't think that would be his forte.
If he did something like he would do it with Beyonce, you know, the Carter's podcast or something like that.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like they do a lot of stuff together.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, hell, he had to, man. Hell, got his ass whooping that elevator.
Right.
He got to now.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna shut up, man.
Like, if you felt my sister's rap, you don't want my rap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet before I get done.
Right. We really get our
I'm about to say this. Yeah, I'm gonna say
because Hope can shut you down.
Yeah, the nigga that popped up in my dream.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, thank y'all again to all of y'all who are watching us, all 3 of y'all. Also, my man Royce the 5'9", he just did a video the other day. It was either yesterday or the day before, and he basically was like, I want to be kind of transparent and just kind of do some elderly advice and you know, talk to people. And so he pointed out Lupe Fiasco. You know, he was like, yeah, me and you have had our differences, you know, but nothing should stop our brotherhood. He was like, you know, we might have some differences when it comes to friendship, but we still got to be part of a brotherhood. And so, you know, no matter what happened, you can still come to me. And then he also said, I also want to give a message to 50 Cent. Recently, Madonna posted some picture where she was kind of laying on the ground on the floor and her butt was sticking up, you know, and she had on some, you know, outfit where you can really see almost her whole cheek. And so, you know, because she's older and she's got implants, so, you know, her butt sticks out a little bit more. So 50 Cent was kind of making a joke. He said that she looked like, because she was laying down, she looked like the witch from The Wizard of Oz who got hit by the house.
Yo, 50 a fool.
He a fool.
50 a fool.
So, and basically Madonna kind of clapped back at him like, you know, that's not cool. You know, you shouldn't have done that. You know, I thought we was friends, blah, blah, blah. So eventually 50 did put out an apology to Madonna. So what Royce the 5'9" was basically saying, you know, if we on our grown man shit and you can apologize to Madonna, why can't you apologize to Lil' Kim?
Facts.
Which is a very good fact, and I'm glad you pointed that out because him and Lil' Kim have had their differences over the years, over a couple different things, and you know he's never tried to apologize to her.
And on top of that, she's from, well, that's the thing, she's from your own community, you know what I'm saying? Right. As far as like hip hop,
exactly.
I mean, really, Madonna. I know Madonna is, you know, she's up there.
Yeah, I mean,
but at the same time,
in the music industry, still, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You, and the thing of it is, to me, is like, damn, you can't take a joke.
Right.
And why do they got to demand an apology from him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it is true. Like, you know what Royce is saying. Yeah, he should have been apologized to Lil' Kim. I'll put it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, and they don't have to necessarily, you know, fuck with each other. They can just, you know, hey, I'm over here, you over here.
Right.
You know. And I think a lot of, you know, that's just 50. Like, I think that's a kind of his downfall. Don't get me wrong. I know he's having fun and everything, but I think that's a lot of his downfall. As far as, not necessarily downfall. That's a bad word to use, but him really trying to just, you know, poke fun at people. So I know that's
trying to hold that image. You don't want to feel like he's what do you call it? Like giving in, you know, and corrupting his own image.
Yeah, you know, but it's like, you know, you're pushing 50, you pushing 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you can't act like certain ways anymore. I mean, yeah, you want to, you know what I'm saying, but you should be grown past that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I agree, man. I think that he kind of should apologize to Lil' Kim. And, you know, and that's just my opinion. You know, we can't force a grown man to do anything. But, but when you think about it, you know, if you're willing to do that for her, why can't you do it for this one over here who deserves it even more?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because that, at the end of the day, whether you like to admit it or not, 50, that's your sister.
Yeah.
I know you don't, you know, you have your little hang-ups with black women and all that other stuff. And you try to, you know, they showed him trying to, you know, finesse the white women and all that stuff.
Right.
You know, but like I said, man, like, at the end of the day, that's your sister, man. I mean, you like it or not, you got to do right by that.
Yeah, man. So y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I mean? Should 50, you know, apologize to Lil' Kim or at least acknowledge something? You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do y'all think? You know, we'll keep the conversation going as long as y'all want to.
Yeah.
All right. So on to the next. Has anybody seen the Dmx documentary? It's really good so far. It's on HBO. You can watch it on HBO Max. If you got cable, you can probably catch it on demand.
Still gonna watch them commercials.
Right. You're gonna watch some commercials if you catch it on demand. But I was watching it a little bit when Howie came through, and it's pretty good, man. I ain't get all the way through it. a little over halfway, probably about 60% through it. And,
okay.
It's really good, I have to admit. You know, I mean, it follows him in 2019 when he first came out of jail. I mean, literally him walking out the jail. And, you know, because he's one of those people who's always going to have cameras on him, whether he's in a car or a plane. Shut up. But he's always going to have cameras around him, so everybody knows he's that much of an interesting person. So, you know, and rest in peace to him. I wish we still had him here.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he was such a force to be reckoned with, man. There's a scene in there I was telling Howie about where they're talking to some people on the streets. You know, they're kind of riding around New York and places like Yonkers and whatnot, and asking people how they feel about DMX and stuff like that. And this one older guy said he was in his 50s. He said he had done a bid in jail, in prison. And he was like, yeah, so he said, man, when I went in, he said his whole catalog, man, he said, especially It's Dark and Hell is Hot. He said, that got me through my whole bid, man. He was like, yeah, trust me, man, he said, DMX is a prophet. He said, everything he was saying, I could relate to. So, because he was saying that because he had asked another kid on the street while they were filming, he was like, how do you feel about DMX? And the younger kid was like, he ain't got it, man. DMX is this and he ain't got it no more. And so he was like, he felt compelled to tell his story about how DMX got him through. So it's a good documentary, man. Please go check it out. Howie, I know you haven't really seen much of it.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen some of the, you know, when they had the little flashback where he was rocking that whole continent.
Yeah, man.
Lollapalooza joint.
Man, listen.
Man.
I mean, the crowd was so far and wide, you can't even tell where it began. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I ain't scared of people like that, like scared. But man, that knowing everybody came to see you.
Exactly.
Man, that's humbling.
That's humbling.
That's
man.
a very humbling. That's just crazy.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of behind the scenes stuff with him and his kids. And I know there's one part with his older son Xavier where he kind of flashed back to when they were on Iyanla, and he talked about then versus you know, more recent times, and it was interesting, man. So I would encourage anybody to go and check it out. I can't really, you know, give you detail by detail, but I just want to kind of let y'all know how good it is. You know what I mean? How worthy it is of viewership, you know, if you will. Anyway, did you want to say anything else about documentary?
I was going to say, like I was telling you, the little bit I did see, you know, we were looking at the people out in the crowd, and, you know, predominantly, you know, most of them were white folks.
Right.
And, you know, what we
Very
were saying.
Paleolithic.
Yeah, what we were saying that, like, you know, most of them, they gravitate towards our music because they like to hear, you know, that the struggle, the pain.
Yeah.
You know, what we do. And like I think we as people, you know, particularly with the DMX, the Tupacs,
right.
Biggie, we encapsulate it so well. I think we do it better than say like, you know, some of these rock groups and stuff. Nothing against them.
Right.
Because I like that music too, you know, like the Van Halens, AC/DCs and all that stuff. I like that stuff. But
yeah.
as far as like calculating the struggle and stuff, I think it's for them, it's like looking into that world.
Yeah.
And not having to necessarily be in it. And I think that's what gravitates them towards it. That's just my opinion. And I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, no, that's it, man. You good, man. But yeah, so y'all go check that out. You know what I mean? It's available.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about this Michigan shooting. You know what I mean? Where the little white boy ran up in the school and was shooting people, man. I mean, I've been trying to pay as much attention to it as possible. I don't know all the details, but I find it really weird that some of the stuff he did, you know, which was reprehensible, you know, he's still not, you know, they're still not painting a negative picture of him. You know what I mean? He not only did he shoot up the school, he was trying to trick people into coming out of the classrooms so he could shoot more people. You know what I mean? He was trying to get them to come out, and the kids kind of picked up on it because he was like, "Yeah, what was he saying?"
Yeah, I've seen the video. Like one of the classmates, you know, the guy, he was at the door, said, "Hey man, come on in. I'm the cop. So this is the cops. Just open up." It's like, "Nah, we don't feel comfortable of, you know, open the door. We don't feel safe." He said, "Nah, man, I can let you show my I'll show my badge number, bro."
Right.
He said, "Bro," and they did.
Yeah,
they did.
That
It
was
was
kind of
smart.
a key word. Yeah,
yeah.
Man,
now
they went out the window and everything. Them kids was not playing, and that was smart.
Yeah, let's clap it up for them kids, man, for real.
Very smart.
Hey, that's the thing too, man. It's like, now imagine 1999 if Columbine had, you know, these kids had like camera phones then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what would that entail? How would we been able to handle that?
Exactly.
Situation? You know, I look at things like that. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a newer day. And it's like, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Can't really whole lot get away with stuff too much.
You really can't, man. It's crazy, man. So yeah, I really think it's tragic. Now I will say I'm glad because they recently have arrested his parents and they're being charged as well with involuntary manslaughter, I believe, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Some kind of accessory to the fact. But
how old was the kid?
He was I want to say maybe 16, 17, I want to say something like that.
But still,
so you know he was. But you know, it's funny because they putting out his old pictures in the news. You know, they put out like pictures when he was like 9, you know, 10 years old, trying to make him look a little more innocent, and so you can kind of gain compassion for him. You know what I mean? They always do that, but when it's us, you're gonna get the worst mugshot.
Yeah, worst. You know, worst looking picture.
I mean,
your hair done, your joint go one way. You ain't thought up. You just looking rough. Look at this beast.
Right, you
look at this
beast. Polished person. I mean, you know, look what they did. Remember James Brown?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
This was the absolute worst. The man who entertained the world over.
Yeah.
When he got arrested, they made sure he looked real bad.
Yeah,
I'm like, come on, dude.
I couldn't let his hair go like, hey man, let me tell you something. Right. Let me, if you gonna get me, let me fix the hair, man. Bobby, hit me once. Bobby, 2 times. Right. Bobby, 3 times. Come on, you got smooth.
But yeah, he had one of the worst. And I mean, you know, James Brown ain't no violent person.
No, man.
I know he didn't get.
Well, no, I ain't no. Wait a minute now. James Brown, what the hell? Wait a minute now. I'm about to agree with you. Wait a minute.
He wasn't like a scary violent person. You know what I mean? Where he was probably attacking the police. I mean, he went in there, because he had gotten into some stuff. Was like, what was it, with his wife or something like that?
Yeah, he beat the hell out of her.
Yeah, he hit her, but
he beat the hell out of the woman he was with too. Like, oh, you didn't cry. You didn't cry when I was saying. Beat the hell out of her.
So I'm just saying, in general, he wasn't a violent person. Like he was attacking everybody. Yeah. Like when they arrested him, he didn't fight back. You know, you could tell he probably didn't fight back and none of that. He was just like, all right, whatever.
He scared the people in the movie. He scared the record assassin that, hey, you use my bathroom. Came out there with the shotgun. You use my bathroom. Right. You use my bathroom. I got to go.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, man, it's so funny to me, man. They always try to get the worst mugshot.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, I think, I'm glad they arrested this kid's parents and they're being charged because, they had just bought him the gun 4 days before this happened.
And see, it's a tricky subject with that because, like I said, I know people that they have their kids learn, like they have their kids get guns.
Right.
And what I mean, like
right.
hunting,
that's not the problem.
Yeah, hunting and learn how to break them down and things like that. Yeah,
him just owning a gun is not necessarily the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
He was still a little young to probably have it, so that's probably why his parents had to buy it. But it's just, you have to be careful just giving some young, naive kid a powerful weapon like that.
And then that's the thing, too.
That's not something you buy as a present for somebody. Oh, you get a reward now, young man. How you like this? Try it out.
And that's the thing, too. It's just, like we were saying, like, kids scuffle and fight or whatnot. They pick on each other. That's fine. They scuffle and fight. That's fine. Both of them kids for the most part, they're gonna live another day. But yeah, you come up there and get a gun and shoot people. Yeah, there ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what most kids now are wanting to resort to because they don't do like we used to do. We would just, if we had an issue, we're going to fight it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. One of us might get our ass kicked. It might be bleeding a little bit, but, we live. You know what I mean? Man. You got some battle scars. It is what it is. I got plenty of them all over me. You know what I mean? And, but that was it. You didn't think, oh, I got to go get a gun and kill this person. It's like nowadays, that's all they can think about. I just want to make sure this person completely disappears.
And it's just a temporary solution. But then the thing of it is, now you got a lifetime problem.
Right.
And everywhere you go,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, that person that you wiped out, especially unjustly, they're gonna be on you for the rest of your life.
And now what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get another Kyle Rittenhouse where he gets on the stand and you know what I mean? Are we gonna get another one of those and everybody's just like, oh, he didn't mean it. Yeah, let's give him a hug. And I don't feel like going through that again, man. I'm tired of that, so it's enough, man. Enough is enough. But anyway, man, we pray for those people, the people who got killed and anyone who got injured during that situation. I just send my condolences, and I'm sure Howie sends his as well, man. That's terrible, man, to have to deal with that. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and move on. Want to talk about True Story?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we gotta talk about True Story, man. That's good. That's a good show right there.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Wesley Snipes, man.
Yeah.
Even got Lauren London in there.
She was the girlfriend.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, I have to admit, I almost turned away from it, but it is really good because in the first episode, they're kind of playing up, Kevin Hart plays a comedian just like himself. And it seemed like it was kind of just like almost like 8 Mile when it was like loosely based on his life. So I was like, okay, I already know what Kevin Hart's life is like. I don't want to see just another comedian story. But then they kind of started bringing in the drama. So it's like, okay, all right. Because at first I stopped the first episode and I was like, I'm not watching it. But then everybody kept saying, nah, you got to watch it. So I went back and sure enough, it started picking up and I was like, okay, I like it. So Kevin Hart does a great job. His acting is definitely up to par. I wasn't expecting him to do that good, but he does a really good job, in my opinion. Of course,
he did a hell of a job.
Right, he did.
Let me tell you.
We got Wesley Snipes too. He already got that.
I ain't gonna ruin it, but I was crying when he was fake crying.
Right.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I'm like, dang, why I'm crying? I already know this mug is fake crying, but why I'm crying? Right. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, it sucks you into the story.
I tell you what, Kevin Hart better not do no. I'm watching that nigga. Right. I tell you that right now. He better not do anything.
It was like 2 or 3 days ago when I watched like the first 15 minutes of the first episode. And like I said, right around the 15-minute mark, I just stopped. I was like, I'm all right. It's just seemed like the same old. They just kind of playing out like when he did the comedy special, when he talked about how he cheated and all of that. I thought they were kind of going to reenact stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm good, And then today, I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just give it another try. Get through at least the first episode. Let me watch at least the whole episode. And here I am watching the whole 7 damn episode. I watched all 7 today. And it was it's very much worth it. And it's got some good twists and turns. So I like that. So
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. It was good. The cast was good. Yeah, man, it was a pretty solid story. Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was really different too. And it's kind of funny, like kind of made you think about like, wow, how can celebrities use their power and influence to do certain things, and you wouldn't really know how to maneuver things. So it's just it was interesting.
I definitely liked it, man. I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if they're doing another season, but I'm assuming this is like a one.
Yeah, it's probably. Thing. Yeah, I think it's limited because it says it's a limited series.
Limited series, so yeah.
So I don't see.
But I like the direction that Kevin Hart is going in. I mean, just showing that he can do something a little more on the serious side. I mean, it's got some light comedy in it, but very light. You know what I mean?
Oh no, what tripped me up was the when they did the little charity joint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was hollering. Yeah, go ahead, say it first, you white, they just say it first, you fall. Nigga,
he was all on my face.
He was all on my face. Herschel, he don't like the joke. You don't like the joke. Oh, my man Herschel.
Right.
He plays another character, right? And what's that?
On another show?
Black Lightning.
Oh,
that's Lala.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I put a post up. I put a post up and said, hey, so when he ran after the kid, he was Herschel. When he got punched in the face, he was Lala. I seen that shit.
Right.
I seen that.
You only get one.
He said, you only get one.
That's right.
Whoa. Yeah, that's Lala right there.
Man. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good show, man. Please go check it out. It is on Netflix. It's just called True Story. So, and that's another thing, because of the title, it made me think it was more loosely based on his life.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, it's just a true story about some shit he went through. And nah, it ain't that. It definitely.
And maybe, and this is the thing too, I think it might be an allegory about his life.
Right.
Like, it ain't all that serious, but it's kind of like, because, there was I think his ex-friend got into seeing something. I don't know. They went through, I forgot what it was, but they went through something. He got out of prison for it, and he was, Kevin was like, I'm going to leave. Yeah.
And I think some of it is still kind of from his real life, because like what he went through with Herschel is a lot like what he went through with his trainer. And because they went through some friction a lot too, and they actually got into some physical scuffles or whatever. So that definitely you can tell he kind of incorporated that. But still, it's a great story, and it keeps you wondering. You know what I mean? What's going on? Where are we really at? So and I kept wondering from the beginning. I was like, I think I know what might be happening. And I was close, but I wasn't 100% right. Mm-hmm. But I was close.
Well, all I can say in the beginning, I knew his brother had something to do with it.
Right, and that's what that's where I was going. That's where I was going with that.
And especially like the way he was looking, like his hey, you can't trust this motherfucker.
Right.
Damn, he keep fucking shit up. Exactly.
But then he'll do something to make you regain his trust. Like he was really trying to help.
Yeah.
I don't know if the brother bad or not. You know what I mean? So
he's trying to do something.
So it's good, man. We don't want to give too much of it away, but it's good. So y'all go check that out. Shout out to Kevin Hart for that, man. Hope he keeps doing stuff.
And shout out to Wesley Snipes, man.
Yeah, Wesley too. Because he's doing his thing, making a comeback.
And my man, I think his name is William. Is it William Cartel? Cattell's the guy that's Herschel. That's Lala.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, I don't know his real name, but that's
shout him out too, man.
Yeah, he did his thing, man.
And I don't know the lady name. I feel bad. I should have.
Which one?
Billy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know her name either.
And
I know her face, but I don't know her name.
Let me look up the cast real quick, so we don't be like, see, you knew the guys, but you didn't know the lady.
Yeah, and the whole
we did say Laura London. We did
shout out
Laura London.
Shout out Laura London. She plays the girlfriend, but yeah, she does a good job on that. But you don't see her as much, you know what I mean? So but yeah, it's a great show, great series. 7 episodes altogether. So it's one of those that's gonna make you want to keep watching. So if you want to watch it, try to start early in the day because you're gonna want to keep going. You know what I mean? Every time it goes off, you're like, oh snap, I gotta know what happens next.
20 TAWNY 20 Newsom.
20 Newsom.
Okay. 20 Newsom.
Never, I don't know her name like that until now, but I've seen her face. You know what I mean? So, But yeah, it's definitely worth it. So
the guy that played Gene, he looks familiar. He looked like he did some other stuff.
Where's he at?
Right here. Oh, yeah. That's dude that did on Luke Cage, the Puerto Rican dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dang,
I
yo.
kept thinking he looked familiar.
Yo.
I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah.
You know who else I think looks familiar? Go back.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking up
the one that played his like manager or whatever, the white guy with the facial hair. He's from something I know, and I just cannot put my face on it.
Oh, that's
the one that kept trying to, get him.
Oh, Paul. That's Paul Alberston.
Yeah. What is he from? I've seen him in a few other things. I just can't think of it, but he's a good actor. He's a really good actor. I've seen him in a couple other things, at least 2 other things. I just can't think of him right now. Yeah. But them bars was funny too.
Oh yeah, man. The Greek.
But the Jewish guys.
Yeah.
Were they Greek or
no, they were Greek.
Were they Greek? Okay.
Yeah, they were Greek.
Okay.
Greek mobsters.
Yeah, man, that was funny, man.
He was like, "Yo, we gonna wipe this."
They wasn't playing.
We gonna wipe this whole damn joint out.
They was ruthless.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so we don't want to give too much of it away, but yeah, go see that.
Yeah, it was good.
But before we close out, we got to talk about the obvious elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like I said, you ugly motherfuckers don't want, y'all better not make fun of me. And next thing you know, he throwing bottles of water. Yeah, before we go any further, let me just say this. You ugly motherfucker. I was like, yo, what the hell? And I would see what's funny was, this is on when I'm at work. So I'm having to kind of look at it in between calls. And so in real time, I didn't get to hear his speech. I just looked up and he was throwing a bottle. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, what is happening right now? Why did we get into a fight? And so, I didn't really get to know what happened until I went back and watched the replay because I was stuck on a call. Yeah. So, man, but that was crazy, man. Bone Thugs, 3 6 Mafia. And let's just start with this. Who do you think actually won the versus music wise?
Honestly, and I hate to say it, 3 6 got it.
Okay. Now here, my thing is this. Leading up to this, I just kept saying Bone Thugs, that's my dudes, you know what I mean? Bone Thugs, But as it went on, I was like, you know what? 3 6 is kicking their ass right now. And it's not because, and they did have a lot of special features. Guests like Lil Wayne and Little Flip and all of that. All of that was dope. But their music choice was just kind of hitting the ear a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just like every time they were playing one of their songs, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this joint. Dude. And, when Bone was playing this stuff, I was like, oh yeah, that's the joint. Yeah.
I mean, cause see, a lot of their stuff, and that's one thing I thought about it. Is a lot of it didn't age well. Right. And that's no disrespect. It's just that the thing of it is, I think, me and this one guy, we were talking yesterday at work, and it was just basically like, people that are fans of Bone Thugs and Harmony appreciate that music that they do. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be a fan to kind of appreciate. Right. And really what, I'm saying? Like what they did and the lyrics and stuff, they could do that. Like lyrically, they on top of 3 6. They can smoke 3 6 on them. But as far as like hit,
right. That's going to bang out in your ear where you like, oh yeah, and Gangsta Boo or whatever, man.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo.
She added a lot of flavor to that. So yeah, man, I agree with you. I think 3 6 ended up being the victors of that. I was going for Bone Thugs in the beginning, but after seeing it in real time, and that's outside of the fight, outside of the features, 3 6's music was just hitting a little harder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the moment. So
and that's the thing, Bone had Hart, Big, Easy.
Right.
They brought out
some dope features.
Yeah, they brought out
everybody was dead.
They brought out
Easy, can't bring out Hart, can't bring out Big.
They brought out Tasha.
Yeah.
They brought her out, which was I thought that was dope.
Yeah, that was.
And
she still got it.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? It was good for them to do that. And Yeah, I mean, Bone has some stuff, but it's just at the end of it though. I think 3-6, man, they came out. I mean, just came out swinging.
Right.
Who won it?
Right.
Who won
Who won it?
You
know what I mean? That's what it was trying to get you like.
Yo, when they that shit was
right.
Yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped. And then
I mean, they got songs with people like Little John, so their songs get you kind of amped up.
Well, not Bone had that. They had a Little John.
Didn't 3-6 have Little John?
I mean,
or was it just Bone? Okay.
I mean, 3-6 has worked with Little John, but they pulled Little John out. After when Wayne came up with the bands making dance, y'all got all this money. I thought that was they win right there.
Yeah.
So we don't give a fuck. Right. Yo, that went hard.
That brought out Young Buck, brought out Lil Wayne, Young Buck.
Yeah.
Flip. I mean, they had to guess.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's
one thing. It was good to see Bone on the stage. It was good to see 3-6 Mafia. It was good to see, Wayne. It was good to see, Little Flip. Yeah, it was good to see all the Chameleonaire. It was good to see Chameleonaire.
So they did the thing, man. So what did you think? Because I was gonna ask this question. What do you think about the fight? Like, who do you think should be more responsible? Was it more so on Busy Bone, or was it more so on Juicy J for the way he responded?
I have to look at the thing because I have to look at it again. Yeah, man, that bottle flew, boy.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean,
well, let me just say this, because it's a lot to unpack. Because like Busy Bone, he's talked about it. He's done a couple of live videos and interviews since the thing aired, and he was basically like, after it happened, I got a bunch of calls. Triller was calling me, Versus was calling me, and they all told me, you did the right thing. Just keep doing your thing. And I was just like, really? I don't think that's what they told you. I don't think they told you, we're glad you threw that bottle and started a fight. You know what I mean?
That's losing money.
Right. So, I mean, if it wasn't a bad thing, they wouldn't have put up the thing that said technical difficulties. Versus will be right back.
Now, that's funny, though, because I think Juicy J was like, why did we wait? Why did we fight? We could have been fighting in our 20s. How could we wait till we 40s?
Right, exactly.
And my man Lazy was like, yes, I was offended. Wow.
It's stupid, man.
Yeah. Because, I did tell you that they did really have beef.
Yeah,
they really did have beef.
But I didn't know much about it until you mentioned it, but but you're right. I mean, if y'all were going to come to blows, it should have happened a long time ago.
But it was, I think a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it was, because when it happened, like I was telling Brittany about this, like when it happened, I think a lot of it was what was going on. There was so much other stuff going on. Not saying that their stuff wasn't important. It was just so much stuff. And it was probably around that time with, Big, Tupac, East and West. So like it was like people were really focusing on that and more so than their little, not to call it a little beef, but their beef,
Well, it's I just found it really strange. I really do think that, Busy was the one at fault more so than anybody. Now, he Busy Bone was like, he kind of said it like, I was just saying it just to kind of be in the moment. You know what I mean? Y'all ugly motherfuckers better not make fun of me. And he was like, they could have just responded like, F you, blah, 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 and kept it on. Which, I get it, but that.
But you threw the bottle, son.
Right, you can't do that, man.
You threw the bottle. You threw the bottle, bitch.
So, you kind of messed it up. You know what I mean? So, and here's when I knew this was going to, I kind of knew something was going to happen ahead of time, because before the verses even happened, you know how they've been making videos back and forth, kind of throwing jabs at each other. Busy Bone made a video, and I knew something wasn't right, because in the video he said, we getting ready to go do this verses, and you devil worshiping motherfuckers, y'all should, he kind of called them out like that. And I when he said it, I kind of felt like he was in his feelings a little bit. Yeah. He was like, what the fuck y'all using 3/6s for, you devil worshiping motherfucker? It's like, if it was just versus banter, you know, he would have said it a little bit different. Like, you know, what's the 3 6s all about? Is that like a devil worshiping thing, something like that? You know, he would have kind of put it in a different way. But the way he said it, I was like, he sounded like he kind of in his feelings. So I was like, there might be some tension at this verses. And next thing I know, here we go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I really feel like that was his fault. Now, he explained in a post video afterward. He was like, yeah. He said, I did say that they were devil worshiping monks, but he said I made 2 versions of that video. I made that version, and then the people around me who were recording was like, that's too much. So I made a clean version. So my thing is this: if you made that video and they told you, look, that's a little much, and you decided to make a clean version, why did that version even come out? Yeah. Why do we even know? If you already knew that went a little too hard, you should have just said, don't even put that video out there. So, you know, for me, it just further lets me know he was more at fault.
Yeah, even Gangsta Boo was like, yeah, you need to get him on his
right. She had me dying.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really, like I said, all in all, it was still a good celebration. I'm glad. Yeah. You know, one thing about Black people, we might get upset with each other and stuff, but I'm glad they, you know, even after that, they came back, they hugged, you know, that's a beautiful thing. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's, even with that happening, I think it was good to let people see that, hey, we can get past this. Yeah. And we can hug it out. And as Black people. That way it ain't none that's killing and stuff.
Yeah, and they I mean, I think I kind of felt like Busy felt obligated to do that just to kind of save the moment so it wouldn't ruin the whole night. Because in one of his videos after the fact, he said, I don't apologize to Juicy J. He said, I was apologizing to the fans and everybody else who was disrespected, but him, I don't actually apologize to him.
And that's fine.
Yeah, so
I can respect that.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, you know, that was a little bit of an indicator that, you know, you did it just more so to kind of save the moment because you didn't want to ruin that money. You know, they get paid for these verses. You know. Yeah. You know, I'm sure they get paid quite well. So, you know, because I mean, hell, they offering. Did you see the DJ thing ahead of time, which was
like 100? I think it was like 100.
They said they're picking a DJ who's going to get a salary of $1 million.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if they can pay the DJ $1 million, you know, they paying the artist.
Oh yeah. So that one DJ, I thought was okay. The one with that did the cymbal joint. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah. But it was like I didn't feel either one of them. I mean, it was like a you know, the best of a bad situation kind of. You know, one of them was slightly better, but neither one of them had me hype. I was just like, can we just hurry up and get to the show, man? Because y'all not really doing it for me.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I applaud their efforts.
Well, my man with the twink, remember the twink call? He had the word. Going to the twink cross. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie though, that shit happened to me too. So I came in this big the twink cross.
It was funny though.
The twink cross.
But yeah, man, it was still a good verses as far as, you know, getting to hear some good music and, you know, hearing your artists actually.
Yeah, I think all in all it was a good verses.
Yeah. But you know, it kind of had to be bad if Hot 97 didn't even do a recap of it.
Wow. Yeah, I was looking for the recap.
Yeah, they didn't do one. They actually said they didn't do it because of the way things went down because of the fight.
They could shut the fuck up. They could have went past that. They could have went past that.
But you know, they kind of faked the funk a little bit.
Hell yeah, they could have went past. Come on, man.
They were kind of making it seem like, well, you know, because of the interruption, we kind of lost track of the song.
Get the fuck out of here. It went right back on track. Right. Matter of fact, motherfucker, we can score it right now. Right. Who won it? Right. Who ran it? Won that shit. I forgot what else they put. Yeah. But Rodney Spinners won it. Yeah. We're going to say Pop with Thug Love won that shit. The big shit won that shit. Thug is Rolling the Phone won. Mm-hmm. And then let me see what else.
They got to do first of the month. They didn't do first.
Yeah, that's what I was disappointed now. Because, yo, that's unbeatable. Yeah. They pull that out.
Juicy J did a video. No, not Juicy J. DJ Paul did a video, and he said that they had at least 5 or 7 more songs that they were supposed to do, but because of the way things went, the time kind of messed up. So they
yeah.
So I'm assuming Bone would have probably eventually done first of the month as well.
Yeah, because
that would have won around. You know what I mean?
But for them, people were talking about Bone versus Wu-Tang. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That can't happen.
That can't. Yeah, I don't think because with 3-6,
right?
I just think they just had so much. They just had so much more in the arsenal. And the thing of it is, they came out and like I was telling my coworker and stuff. I said, you know what? I was rooting Bone, and I'm not gonna front. I didn't really know any 3-6 stuff, but when I went on the Spotify playlist, sometimes some people make a playlist of the version, and I kept listening. I kept listening to it. I said, you know what? Bone might actually have a problem,
right?
Because of the whole, because it's not even the because they both had like similar style music when they first, because they came out around the same time,
right?
But like 3-6 definitely evolved and actually kind of, they was a very influential group, not just for like their area, but like for like the way the music is going down. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So but yeah, man, shout out to Bone though. I give them props because they because the camp they came from, like Eazy-E and really the that era of Pac and Big, Wu, all of them, you know what I'm saying, that era they kind of had more of the and that's one thing I can give them. They had more of a balance as opposed to 3-6 Mafia. Like they had the slow songs, they had like the songs, kind of the soothing, like, because they were, they used to be, they was probably originally be an R&B group, but then they got into rapping. I didn't know that. So they got that type of that melodic and all that stuff going, but it's just not some of that music you're not going to hear in the club. That's one thing that with the 3-6, they were just hitting hard. Right. They were hitting hard, man. Come on, they come out with Who Run It? Like off the gate swinging.
Right.
Shit.
Exactly.
That was crazy.
When they did that, because it was a couple of 3-6 songs that I really wasn't knowing much about, but for the most part, most of the stuff they played, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. It wasn't until they played it, I was like, oh snap, I forgot about this, and like
turn the club up, turn the club up, nigga.
Right. I was like, okay. So they have more of them club bangers, man. So you got to give it to them. But yeah, I'm still gonna go ahead and say 3-6 won it.
Yeah, I think they won it.
So yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think of the verses. In the comments. We love feedback. So it was a very interesting night, and I'm gonna go back and kind of rewatch it and maybe score song for song how they did, and cause I don't know how many songs they got through. I don't think they got through the whole 20. I don't think.
They probably
They probably got through maybe 15 apiece, something like that.
And it was cool. I was gonna say it was cool at the end that they did Crossroads. Yeah, it was cool that they did that. And they did all the people that fallen. Yeah, so that was cool.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a very dope thing to have them in the background. People like Nipsey Hussle and all that, So that was good. But yeah, it's it turned out to be a good night. But I'm still kind of mad that we had to go through that technical difficulties phase. But it is what it is. Right.
I ain't really upset about that. Shit happens, man. Yeah. I'm just glad they got the, even though stuff is still spewing, I'm just glad they got on national TV and you know what I'm saying, hugged it out.
Hugged it out, yeah.
Because that really shows us how to handle things.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Hugs.
Yeah. Be like on the dips and said a lot. Yo, give that nigga a hug, son. Give that nigga a hug.
Give that
nigga a hug.
That's still my favorite version. Man. They don't get no better than that. So yeah, they did it with that one. Everything was so perfect with that one, man. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's my favorite one. I think it was good because of what the Locks brought.
Yeah, and that's what made it my favorite. Basically, what they brought, because they brought the real spirit of New York out, and you know everything was just so perfect. Like when Jada went into the freestyle mode, you know there was no technical difficulties. Everything was just when he called out tech, let's make it happen, and then that beat drop. Bing, bing,
oh yeah, that was.
It was just everything was just so perfect. You know what I mean? So it just worked out the way it was supposed to work out. You know, it gave what it was supposed to give.
I think KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, that was your favorite.
I wouldn't necessarily say my favorite, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
That's probably my second favorite.
Man, seeing Kane dance.
Man, yeah, that took it back, man. Exactly.
At 50. And on top of that, like I could not sit down.
Yeah.
Every jam they played.
Exactly.
Every jam I could not sit down. I might have sat, if I did sat down, I might have sat down one time.
Yeah. But yeah, they had that kind of music that keeps you wanting to, even if you're sitting there, all of a sudden you gotta stand back up.
Yeah.
You gotta get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with something like Rapture's Delight comes on and Step Into a World, man. Listen, that beat is off the chain, man. Listen. Every time I hear that, you know what I mean, I get hyped. Yeah, if I'm in my car and they come on the radio, we know on XM, not on regular radio because they don't play like that.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so. But anyway, man, I thought Bone did really good, even though they didn't really have much on special guests. It was still really good, but and they did the right thing. They kind of played it up like, even though Yon had special guests, we were still better. They did the right thing as far as how they played it, but the song choice just worked out a little bit better for 365.
Yeah, I think because it's
just a little bit.
The way it rained off.
Yeah.
I mean, and then plus them songs, man, like Spinners was just crazy.
Man, listen. Yeah, so they was fighting over who would go first and all that, who would go last or whatever. That's when I knew it was about to be a problem because they already know whoever go last kind of captures the moment.
Yeah.
Because KRS kind of took that last part on the Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, that was just a weird. It's still, like I said, that one ended well. It was good, but it just ended weird. That was very weird for me.
Because I think because KRS kind of went off the cuff a little bit. So because Kane said they had it kind of lined up a certain way, but once they got started, he said KRS started doing different stuff. So he was like, okay, so because he did that, I'm gonna do this. He kind of started switching up his lineup. So I think because of that, it kind of just threw the whole thing off, but it still was a great performance. Just, they probably just didn't know how to bring it back to, a coordination thing at the end. So it is what it is. But the only thing about Kane and KRS that had me more laughing than anything was like those moments, like when Das Effects was on the stage.
Scoop,
you trying to rap.
Scoop, take the microphone. He ain't been on stage in a while.
Right. And then what's the name going up and rapping Kane's face?
Buckshot.
Yeah,
that was
little moments like that. It was like, yo, what are you doing? So you trying to get your career ruined right now? But yeah, that was funny. But yeah, so it is what it is. I love verses. They're getting to where they have started, making it a paid app. They have like a verses app for $2.99 now, where you can get, direct content. But it's like, I don't know. I hope they don't get rid of the free version because I kind of feel like they're going to head that way because right now it's free on Instagram. Plus, you can see it on YouTube. They've now created a YouTube channel. So whenever they go live on YouTube as well. So, and on YouTube, you can kind of get rid of the comments. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're looking on your phone or Instagram, you got to see all the comments all in the way. Little stuff like that. I never use the Triller app. I know it's on that
I
app.
use it, but not really. It just sometimes it just has. It's a little flaky to me.
Oh, okay.
So what I do, I just go back on YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Usually I go to YouTube because even before they created their YouTube channel, somebody would be going live, showing it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Who wasn't affiliated.
Yeah.
You could always find one of those.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But anyway, did you have anything else to say about the verses before we close out the show?
I will say this. It would be great to have a versus tour.
Okay, yeah, that would be dope.
And what I mean, like, is like artists that actually came,
right?
That actually was on verses. So they have like Big Daddy Kane, 3-6 or somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That way, we can have like some pictures of like people that you wouldn't think
exactly
that wouldn't be together actually be together. Like, and what inspired that to me is like, again, Big Daddy Kane took that picture with Offset.
Right.
And that was cool, man. Like, the old OG showing, love to the younger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's, we kind of need that right now, man.
Definitely. So yeah, I love that, man. That was a great picture, man. I love Kane for doing that. Because he's one of those, he tries to keep it real. You know what I mean? He don't try to, I don't fuck with the young kids. He ain't a grumpy old man. There's a lot of older rappers who are just a little grumpy about the new kids. And I mean, granted,
I'm gonna stop.
Granted, a lot of them, do make some trash music, but you gotta let them do their thing.
Yeah,
it is what it is, It is what it is. They're gonna do their version.
It's thing time now.
But yeah, so anyway, but yeah, I guess we can go ahead and close out the show, man.
187.
Yeah, episode 187. On the
undercover.
So we appreciate y'all checking us out week after week. All three, y'all.
All three.
Don't forget, hit all on buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters. See, this right here is Umar Curtis Jackson Flores. And what he wants you to do is to allocate the funds so it can be properly utilized for the school. I'll say it again. I need the funds allocated for the school so they can be properly utilized and yes, and patronized for the
build a foundation for the culture.
Yeah.
That's what the school is for. And if you don't do it, I will hit the Malcolm on you.
So hilarious.
But anyway, don't forget, if y'all love hip hop, go check out this book, man.
Staircase
to Stage. Staircase to Stage.
Let's give another round of applause.
Yes, sir. My man Raekwon did his thing on that book. It's a great read. So I'm probably gonna finish it pretty quickly. But yeah, and then we will definitely be back. Well, maybe not next week.
Damn.
Maybe not next week. I might have something going on next week.
I understand.
But we'll be back at some point.
yeah, we'll be back. Holidays and all this other stuff.
We got a lot of stuff going on with the holidays, so it's gonna be about a bunch of back and forth just for over the next month or so. But we appreciate y'all being so patient with us and still checking us out. Don't forget to check out the lyrical breakdown during the middle of the week. Lost in Thought, there's a lot of good segments there. And anything we do, just check out the YouTube channel, man. It's a lot of stuff up there that we try to do. So
Yep.
But anyway, for episode 187 on the Undercover Cop, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.
All right.